Arraignment today for 3 people arrested in connection with a shooting and a standoff that happened in Manchester.
Fox 61's Taylor DiCello was at their arraignment today and has new information regarding the investigation. Taylor.
Hi, Jen and Ben. We've obtained the court records and arrest records related to the shooting on Saturday, and they tell us why police believe the 2 men arrested intended their targeted victim. Arrest warrants for 25-year-old Anthony Gunn and 27-year-old Kevin McCrary say the victim, Justin Douglas, gave police initial information. He tells police there were at least 2 men who pulled up to his house in a tan Chevrolet Impala. Then Gunn crouched into the bushes near Douglas's house and started shooting about 4 shots at around 6:30 Saturday night. Fox 61 News received the 911 call from that night.
Chester 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Yes, gunshots fired at 7 Walker Street, 2nd floor.
According to the police report, Gunn and McCrary have wanted to get back at the victim, Justin Douglas, ever since a deadly motor vehicle accident in May of 2017. That crash killed 3 kids, one of them being a sibling of a girl McCrary is dating. Gunn and McCrary were found hiding in 36-year-old Lachey Belton's house after Belton allowed police inside at around 9:30 Tuesday morning. It was at that time that McCrary leaned out of the 3rd floor window and asked to turn himself in. Belton was arrested for interfering with officers.
For those reasons, the court does set bond. It's $500,000 cash or surety.
Gunn, McCrary, and Belton were arraigned Wednesday morning at Manchester Superior Court for their roles in a shooting and standoff Saturday night. Gunn and McCrary are being held on $500,000 bond. Belton is being released on a $10,000 bond and will attend open access appointments for therapy as part of the conditions of her release. Gunn and McCrary both have criminal pasts, and Belton does not, which is why she was released. But all 3 of the defendants are going to be back in court in Hartford on August 9th. Live in Manchester, Taylor DiCello, Fox 61 News.
All right, Taylor, thank you very much. The State Bond Commission has given the go-ahead to a controversial study of tolls on Connecticut highways. The study will cost the state $10 million. While Governor Malloy says it is necessary, there's strong opposition coming from both Democrats and Republicans. Later in the show, we're going to hear from Governor Malloy about what happens next. And speaking of the roads, Fox 61's Rachel Lutzker's here tracking your latest evening commute. Rachel, how's it looking out there?
Yeah, Ben, we've got a few tough spots this afternoon right now. First off, I want to start into the Bethel area where we do have a portion of Route 53 that remains closed. This has been shut for a little while. This is out by Nashville Road. This is a result of some wires and a pole that's down through this area. Now, you can stick with Route 58, portion of 107 here just to get around this. It runs parallel, so it may take a little bit longer, but just be aware of that closure that's in place. Same thing out through Simsbury right now. We do have a portion of routes 10 and 202. Now, police were hoping to get 1 lane open by the time we got to the evening commute, but looks like we're still looking at the closure there. Got a down pole and some wires, so stick with Iron Horse Boulevard instead. That's going to bring a lot of extra traffic along that stretch. This is right through the center of Simsbury, so really not ideal there. Not ideal is the drive through Hartford. Look at this. Eastbound side of 84, jam-packed right into downtown. The westbound side heading out of the tunnels, also very, very heavy into the West Hartford exits. Of course, the road's a little bit wet here, so that's going to make things, make folks slow down, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Through New Haven, northbound side of I-95 looks better than the southbound side. Southbound's pretty heavy straight through Long Wharf right to 43. And here's congestion northbound side of I-95 as you head through Fairfield, coming out of Westport into Fairfield and then right into Bridgeport before things start to open up. Now, we're jammed up in Waterbury as well, westbound side of 84, trying to get out of Cheshire. You see that 12 miles per hour, so that slow crawl from exit 26 takes you right into the Waterbury exits. The eastbound side is tied up just east of the Route 8 interchange right up to this point as well. Ben and Jen, over to you guys.
Rachel, thank you very much. Well, prisons in Connecticut are about to change. Inmates will now have access to tablets while serving jail time. Inmates will be able to use tablets to send emails and make monitored phone calls to those that are approved on their communications list. Additionally, they can buy music, video games, and other items to load onto their machines. Devices won't be connected to the internet, but to an internal system there. Preloaded items will include educational materials, including books, educational videos, and games. And this story trending on social media. Here's what some of you are saying about the idea. Kevin M. Sullivan Jr. wrote, "What about tablets for our schools, for our students? I think they should get the technology first to help them grow." Francesca Barbato said, "Great idea. I think they need rehabilitation, and this would be great for them. I mean, after all, they are just sitting there. They get no therapy. They learn nothing." Stephen Campbell said, "I think picking up trash, digging ditches, and cleaning up our state parks would be more beneficial for taxpayers and also teach life lessons.
Defending her actions, a Haddam Town selectwoman is not backing down for taking a knee during the Pledge of Allegiance, but her community is now feeling the backlash. This is a story you saw first here on Fox 61. Democratic selectwoman Melissa Schlag says last Monday was the first time she ever knelt for the Pledge of Allegiance. She says she sees no issue with her method of protesting, but others in town aren't in agreement. The First Selectman's office has been flooded with voicemails since the controversy came to light. She sent us this statement earlier today that reads in part, quote, "I will continue to kneel at the Board of Selectmen meetings. I cannot think of a better place to exercise my rights set forth under the Constitution of the United States than a government meeting. To all those that want to deny those rights to the American people, they are no patriots and are an enemy to all that this country stands for."
Several people were arrested in Hartford today for narcotics and trespassing related charges. A narcotics operation was done in the area of Park Street. Upon further investigation, detectives were led to an apartment where guns were recovered along with packaged heroin, fentanyl, crack cocaine, marijuana, and cash. 9 people were arrested on scene, 7 of those suspects, all from Hartford.
Police in New Britain are on the hunt for a man accused of assaulting a woman earlier this week. Take a look. This is a photo of Aaron Alexander Hill. Police say he's wanted for allegedly trying to choke a woman at her home early on Sunday morning. Police say Hill was upset about an incident and attacked that victim. The woman tried to fight him off, and police say family members called 911 after they heard all of that commotion. If you might have seen Hill, you're being asked to call New Britain Police.
A Hartford man has been charged in connection with a robbery and a shooting in South Windsor. This incident happening back in February. Police arrested 24-year-old Chad Ransom last night. Officers say Ransom shot another man in the leg at the man's home on Gorski Drive. Police found about 2 pounds of marijuana and several $1,000s in cash at the home, leading them to determine the incident was a drug deal turned violent. Ransom was arraigned today and is being held on $400,000 bond. 2 people charged in an armed robbery and stabbing at a convenience store in Meriden. Angel Rodriguez and Keshla Garcia Hernandez were both arrested in Hartford yesterday. Police say 2 female employees were stabbed at the store on West Main Street. Meriden police say one of the suspects showed a gun while inside of that store. Both are facing a long list of charges, including robbery and assault. All right, coming up on the news at 4, we have a live look right now at the Rose Garden outside of the White House, where President Trump is about to deliver joint remarks with the president of the European Commission. We're going to bring that to you live as it happens.
And President Trump's latest tweet causing controversy, targeting his former personal attorney, Michael Cohen. What the president is now saying about the leaked audio tapes of their conversations.
The Red Cross running low on a certain type of blood, how you can donate to help save lives here in Connecticut.
The dreaded visit to the dentist. Hi there, I'm Tony Terzi in Hamden, where dentistry has become a moving experience.
And we have lots more coming up on the news at 5, including this.
Looking for